Doing good. Thank you very much. As you said, land of the giants. Yeah, yeah, me too. I mean, these signings make you feel a bit more comfortable about balls coming into the box, like from set pieces, corners. It makes you feel a little bit safer. Plus, it gives us an attacking chance that we might not get so many opportunities as a newly promoted team, but if we get a set piece, if we get a corner, it gives us a fighting chance of you know grabbing a goal, and those are going to come at premiums next season. And I think, yeah, I think the icing on the cake will would need a specialist set piece taker, to put these balls in the right area. But I think we're signing, like you said, the profile that we're getting is. I mean, we're going to get dirty leads all over again, and I'm here for it. Well, I know this is because I see this quite often. People like calling for this back three, but Farker's not going to totally change the system. He's not going to. I don't think he will. I don't think he'll go. He'll only go to a back three if it's necessary, like if it's like mid game tactic. He'll not start as a back three. I don't think. I don't think we'll set out to play as a back three. It'll just be maybe to adapt if we need to. Because Farker has a philosophy, and it's like he's not going to change from that. But what it does do is it gives you options in those positions. So where we lacked last season, if like Rodon got injured, for example, who did we have to bring in? Now we've got now we've got Rodon, we've got um, now we've got Seb Bornauw, we've got Biol, and at the minute we've got Stroik. Whether that, I mean, if he stays, who knows? But at the minute, we've got four good centre backs there that that are comfortable. I'm not even going to include Max Verber because he's going to be gone, I think. But yeah, I think it's good having that. It's good having that depth. That's it. I mean, he's a threat at both ends, isn't he? Like you say, I don't think he's going to come in, and I think the price tag underwhelms what he can bring because um, people just automatically, and I agree that he will probably come in as a backup, but who's to say he's not outstanding and he doesn't, he just doesn't take to it like duck to water and he becomes a starter. We've never seen these players play a full season. And the people can say they know, they've watched clips and this and the other, but nobody really, if they say unless they watch German football week in week out, nobody's seen a full season of these players. So they could be really good, and you never know until they've kicked the ball. So, but like you say, we're 1-0 up and we need to shore it up for the last 10, 15 minutes. He could even come on, like you say, in a deep role, like even in centre, in defence midfield, and create like a drop back and create that back three in a defence, because balls are going to be coming into the box if you're in that position, and it takes them all out. Bit like we tried with Gilavogi last season, but it didn't quite work. But yeah, with this time we've got some players that can actually run, and I mean, thanks to Gilavogi, because again, Agent Gilavogi spoke to this guy, told him how good Leeds was. We love you. Yeah, yeah. No, I mean you're not paying 6 million for a world beater, are you? That's if it was a world beater, he'd already be up there. Like he'd already be at a top club. But what you've got to think about as well is what was it? Wolfsburg paid triple the amount we paid for him when they bought him from Cologne, or however you say that. But so they paid triple the amount, and we've got him for a third of the price that they bought him for. And from his interview, we've been interested since January. So the drop off kind of might be inclined with he's got his head turned. He knows that he's coming to Leeds, or that's possible that he's going to come to Leeds, and probably waiting to see if we went up to the Premier League. And if that's what's got his head turned, maybe saving himself from injury. There's other factors that might come into why he might have played so badly, or in their eyes played so badly. But yeah, because we've seen it before with our players. The season when we failed in the playoffs, Somerville all of a sudden dropped off a cliff with his performances. There's other things that go into it, and like I say, until they've kicked a ball, I'm not going to judge them, and they're a Leeds player, so I'm going to get behind them. Yeah, yeah. No, but I've got a theory on it. Do you want me to just throw some things out there that this theory on prem proven players, right? Okay, you've got Mo Salah and Kevin De Bruyne, both bought by Chelsea. One was 7 million, one was 11 million. That they paid for them from these clubs in Belgium and Switzerland called Basel and Genk. That nobody had heard of these players. Chelsea bought them for 7 million, 11 million. They played for a couple of seasons, didn't make it. Like Chelsea thought, they're not good enough for the Prem, so we sell them. So they sold them. What happened? They come back to the Prem, and the two of the best players the Prem's seen over the last 10 years. So it's one of them things. And like Gorkarez, he's only played in the Championship, moved to Lisbon, not Prem proven. Is anybody? He's not. He's not played for a Premiership team, has he? But in the Prem, like, has he played regularly in the Prem? He's not Prem proven, is he? He's not. Yeah, yeah. It's the environment that you play in as well. Like you know, some players don't work out at some clubs, and then they work out at other clubs. So you know, who knows? Until they've kicked the ball, they could turn out to be gems, just like Tanaka did. When like everybody said, "Who's Tanaka? 3 million. Who's Tanaka?" And then you all love him at the end of the season. It's just get behind the players. If they want to play for Leeds United, we'll get behind them. I was just thinking to myself that you know how Farke likes to throw the kitchen sink at when we need a goal in the last 10 minutes. I just thought this is the ideal kind of player. He's just gonna like utilize him as a makeshift striker at some point and just go get up front, cross the balls in the box, and hope that he gets on the end of them. I Do you know what? I hope not. Unless it's Harry Maguire for England, I hope they don't. I hope he's not compared to him. Yeah. Now this now this player, I, I, he is a baller, and the this is a player that came up that I first heard about it when the links about that Diarra had gone to when Diarra got announced that he'd gone to Sunderland. I heard that this guy was another one that we were looking at, and I thought, I wonder. Like, I'm not going to say I knew who he was. At that time, I was like, "Who's this guy?" And then I thought I'd learn a bit about him, and yeah, he he looks like someone you need in the middle of the park. He's just another same profile, tall, big, strong, powerful, running. You know, he loves the tackle. I'm here. If we get him, I'm here for this Leeds team. No, yeah, well, and to be honest, if we can pull this off, this is a deal that I would, if I had the choice of him or Diarra, it would be this guy. And yeah, mm. Well, Farke has a style of play. He likes to control games, doesn't he? And these are the kind of guys that you can see the profile is fitting because these are the kind of guys that are going to win you the ball in the air, on the floor, on the ground. These are the kind of guys that are going to win that ball for you and try and keep possession. So if you can win the ball, like, and then keep possession from there, these are. I can see why Farker's going for this. Yeah. I think you're looking at probably between maybe 15 to 20 million to push this over. Probably closer to 20 million. Because you're fighting against other teams that can offer him European football, and versus just Prem football and fighting relegation. So it's where I guess it's more where he wants to play. Because I would assume that we'd be able to offer the best wages for him from the clubs that have that have been linked looking at him. So I would say we could offer better salary, but we can't maybe offer him European football. But he's got the Prem, and he's got his, even if it's a stepping stone but you know what I always say this, that once players come to Leeds and you adhere yourself to Leeds fans, it don't become a stepping stone. Then it's it's very hard to you fall in love with a club. Yes, good luck to you. We miss you already. Yeah, I think the only other link that's probably worth keeping an eye on is Goodmanson. Um, it's the only one that's got some legs, I think, that could happen. But apart from that, I mean, there's too many links that just get thrown out there, and I always see it as agent talk, and until someone mentions it that's that I think's credible. Yeah, well, Jaden Bogle's not that tall, is he? So I think for the attacker, I thought for the attacking players, because essentially they are going to be uh, defense stroke attacking players. Them the way Farke likes to play, but he can defend. So it's. I mean, when you've got guys like that behind the side of you, do you need to be that tall? I'm wondering how big the goalkeeper is going to be that we're gonna go for. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be. It's Leeds. I'll tell you now that we're going to sign players that nobody's heard of. We're going to sign more players that no links nobody's heard of. So this is how Leeds operate. I mean, now Solomon as well. Like that looks like it's dead in the water. You're going to probably want to be look. They're probably going to be looking at signing someone for that position. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I think like the defense is starting to take shape now. I think we're going to be moving up the field, and like if we do get this stack, that's centre defensive midfield. That's more attacking option, more defensive options there, and then it's hopefully we're looking for the more exciting players that are going to come. Um, no, because I think you think about it, we've lost Gillibogi, we've lost Rothwell, and so those are two players that although there might not be players that you think they weren't in the team or very often, or well, Rothwell were, but the two players that he had as cover, so he's going to need players to replace what he has. What he had there, so I think they will still go for a number 10 because I don't think Farker's going to change the whole system. Farker plays the way that he likes to play, and that's his philosophy. So he will go for a 10. But I think that a lot of it will just be competition for players. Tanaka and Ampadu are not going to be guaranteed starters this season. There will be competition for places, and players like that come in, it'll raise their level, or that's the idea, that it will raise their level, and there's going to be competition to who's going to start, and This is why it's nice to get your business done as early as possible, but also some good deals can come late in the window. And I mean, look, we got Rafinha late on, and look what happened there. And I mean, this transfer of Bornauw, it goes to show that what us fans are thinking, 49ers are doing, or other clubs are signing these players, and other clubs are signing that players, and 49ers are doing nothing. Well, we signed 3 players, and the one that we just signed today has been interested, like he's been talked to since January. So they're gonna have players that they're in the pipeline. You know, yeah, that's what I mean. If you're talking to these in January, you've got players already. They know who they're going to go for, and it's just whether it comes out, whether something leaks, or all of a sudden like this came out of nowhere. And I love it when 49ers do this. You'll get another one. Yeah, it's all gonna be due to domino effect now. Dominoes falling, players leaving and coming available. But yeah, now it's 1st of July, and things will start moving along a little bit quicker than what we've seen. Because yeah, players will be new PSR cycle, so players will be moving, players will be shifting about. But like I said, don't worry, 49ers have got these players in mind. They'll just be ticking boxes and waiting, and that's it. And it'll come out of nowhere. No, apart from if you've not got any tickets yet, 20th of July, I've been warming up. If you've not seen my video yet, of the beautiful goal that I scored. But yeah, average. Yeah, it's a brilliant, brilliant finish that. Yeah, so come down 20th of July and see me score more. Is it?